Be Free My Sheeple.
Hey guys, this is Adam Francisco. You know what? Let me redo that. I want to use my dramatic voice. Here we go. Hey guys, this is Adam Francisco, and today we are going to be talking about the coronavirus. Now, we don't know if this is the truth, but what we can say is that this is a damn good theory. So buckle your seatbelts, because we're going deep. So part one of my theory is that there's a lot of evidence that this was leaked from a lab in Wuhan. Point number two of my theory is that this all happened right before Lunar New Year, which, if you guys know, Lunar New Year is the largest migration event across the globe. 3 billion trips are made. So if there is going to be a time where you wanted to, let's say, purposefully leak a virus, it would be Lunar New Year. And to me, the timing makes it very suspicious for it to be just an accident. Number three, the virus itself is not that deadly. Sure, it's deadlier than the common flu. Right now, they're saying it's got about a 2 to 3% case fatality rate, which means 2 to 3% of people who contract the virus will ultimately die. Compared to SARS, SARS was more like 10%. So the reason why I think that's important is because the goal of a virus, if it was bioengineered, is not necessarily to kill or wipe out humanity. The goal of the virus could be to spread it as fast as possible. Now, we all know that a dead person cannot really spread a virus that quickly, but a person who's alive and can travel and can move, now they can spread a virus a lot faster. Another scary part of the virus is that for many people, there are no symptoms. Research shows that people can have no symptoms for up to 24 days, and they can still transmit the virus. So to me, that's a very convenient feature of the coronavirus. If you were trying to build a bioweapon that could spread as fast as possible, you would want to make sure that people don't show symptoms so they don't get checked out. People that don't know they're sick will act like they're a normal, healthy being, which means they'll go to, places where there's crowds. They'll take public transportation because they feel great. Now let's go bigger picture for a second. President Trump is the first president to give China a really hard time in the trade war. As everyone knows, China has been growing their economy in the past 20 years in the biggest way. They're actually one of the world's fastest growing economy, if not the first. I believe in 2000s, they were at like a 3% global GDP. Now they're closing in on 20%. So, they are a huge player in the market. And Donald Trump was the first president to say, we are not going to let you guys take advantage of us anymore. We're going to deploy a lot of tariffs on you. And as you guys know, we were in a trade war with China last year. Now, a few months ago, if you read the news, you'll see that China had to reduce half their tariffs. We're winning. We were winning the trade war. They could not compete with Donald Trump's negotiation skills. Those are just facts. The other thing is, conveniently, a lot of market experts in the past couple of years have been predicting a stock market crash. But the problem was there were no signs that a crash was coming. Our economy in the US was on fire. Our unemployment was at an all-time low. Most industries in the stock market were killing earnings, were killing profitability. I mean, we were on fire and there was no end in sight to the bull market. Something had to give. But what if something wasn't going to give? What if there was a country that wanted to crash the global economy knowing that it would affect the US the greatest, since we are the largest economy in the world? What if China leaked the virus, not to wipe out humanity, but to crash the global economy? Now think about that for a second. With the crash of the global economy, this would reflect poorly on President Trump's presidency. And to be honest, there's no president that could really stop this virus from happening across the US, across the world. So I believe the goals were crash the global economy, put a stain on Trump's presidency, and try to get Trump out of the presidential office by election time. Because President Trump in office hurts China. A President Trump out of office benefits China. Now let's not forget that in this world, money is power. And if you have power, you have money. China is and was and will be a superpower. But as you guys know, power is very addicting and people always want more and they always want more money. So my theory is that this whole coronavirus, it was never to kill a lot of people. If it does kill people along the way, that's called collateral damage. But the main purpose of the coronavirus, in my opinion, is to spread quickly and to spread fear. Because when there's fear, That's what controls the stock market, and that's what controls the economy. Now, think about all the dominoes that are going to fall. You know, there's all this fear about getting coronavirus. The supply chains are getting messed up. Factories are being shut down. I really do think here in the U.S., in a few weeks, if not months, they're going to start shutting down schools. They're going to start saying no mass gatherings. They're going to start shutting down some public mass transportation. And all of this is going to cripple the economy even further. So it's going to be kind of like a feedback loop, a spiral. And I believe this is the entire plan of the coronavirus. Now, there is one wild card in play here. And you know what that wild card is? One country is going to come up with a cure or a vaccine. We don't know which is going to come first. It might be 2 months, it might be 4 months, it might be a year. But the bottom line is once that vaccine or cure comes out, hopefully it comes out before Trump's presidency, because if it doesn't, I have a feeling that the whole point of this thing was to really cripple his chances. Now, in 2016, we theoretically, supposedly had Russian hackers interfere with the election. Well, I think 2020, it's China that's using the coronavirus to cripple our election. So these are my opinions. Again, I'm not an expert. I'm just trying to see what the news is telling us. I'm trying to look at the breadcrumbs. I'm trying to make sense of it. This is not a conspiracy theory. It's just there's a 50-50 chance that my theory is right. But you know what? We'll never know. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed watching this, and I hope it gave you a different perspective and, you know, helps you make sense of the coronavirus, because that's all I'm trying to do is like rationally and logically analyze what's going on. Anyway, guys, hope you guys are having a great week. Subscribe if you like this, and leave your comments if you agree, or even if you disagree. I love to have public, polite discourse. But let's not get triggered, because there's no need for that. We'll just keep our voices nice and calm and make good points. Be free, my sheeple.
Hey guys, be free, my sheeple.